Let's go through and use AutoML from the console. This is one of the more powerful ways to use AutoML because it simplifies the interface for interacting with it. First, what you can do is look at an existing data set that you'd like to analyze. You could have uploaded it yourself, such as saying from local files, from data store, from web files, from open data sets. In this case, I'm going to look at this NBA data set. And from here, if I explore it, I can see some of the features of the data. You know, there's players, positions, age, really basic statistics about the NBA. So let's say I want to do an analysis. I could go into code and build a bunch of stuff. Or one of the great things about AutoML is I can have this proprietary tool do it for me. So what I'm going to do next here is I'm going to say new automated ML run. And I'll go through and find the data set I want to work with. In this case, it'll be that NBA data set. And then I'll say I want to create a new experiment. In this case, it would be NBA predict position. And then I would go through and select the column that I'd like to predict. In this case, I'm going to see if I can come up with what are the characteristics that predict a particular position in basketball. So this could be even something I do for exploratory data analysis, but because of all the automation, it's a very powerful tool to use to get insights automatically. So if I want to go through here and select demo cluster GPU, that would be where the AutoML would run. And now I can choose between these three types: classification, which is the type of problem that we're going to do here, or regression, which would predict continuous numerical values, or time series values. Also with classification, we can choose whether we want to use the enable deep learning project or not. So I'm going to go ahead and say finish, and then it'll kick off a run. So really that's the key takeaway with AutoML, is that you can have ideas, look at existing data set, go through, pick the target, and kick it off. And in fact, you could kick off 10, 100, maybe 1,000 of these a day. And then the next day come back, look at what the results were, and decide whether you want to get into the code and maybe open up a notebook. So really, AutoML is a very powerful and new tool to build machine learning models.